Coach, it was kind of an all hands on deck type of match. Your thoughts on that?
No, it's a great team win. Cooch on a day short of rest. If you're watching the stuff just wasn't as good as normal, but he gave us a shot to win. And just everybody behind him gave us a shot. I mean, getting out of the bases loaded game, no outs, just giving up two. Anytime you can do that, that's a win. Spotty did that. And Sailor, bridged the gap. Then Mayhew and then Skylar Brooks was outstanding there the last couple innings.
Did Garrett Saylor's, fastball kind of look where it's kind of supposed to be for you?
It looked better, definitely to that last left-handed hitter. It was doing what it needed to do, but we wanted to go to Mayhew to face those couple right-handed hitters and just keep passing the ball.
A lot of strikeouts for your boys tonight. Were you guys attacking the hitters any more than normal, or just happened that way?
Man, I haven't even looked at the box score, really, to be honest with you. I thought they did a great job with 2 strikes, so I don't know how many guys we struck out, but they put some balls in play with 2 strikes as well. I thought they were very good offensively, 1 for 9.
Brooks has faced some big spots, but that was probably maybe the biggest pressure moment. He seemed to not back down.
Well, when we recruited him, Skylar, of course, was a 2-way player, but one of his best attributes was competing. So anytime you got competitors out there in the game, normally their best shows up, and I thought it was as good as he's pitched since he's been here with tonight.
We asked Zach about that bunt with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Did you get a little chill down your back when you saw how deep that third baseman was playing?
Well, runs have not been easy for us, so I was happy that he was back, and Zach did a great job executing the play.
Obviously, with the force at home, he's got to be pretty precise there. Is that something you guys, I know, rep a ton of practice, and you have faith in him to get that down?
Well, he was back there pretty good. I think if he'd have put it down, he probably could have beat it out. So you just got to get it away from the pitcher. If you get it away from the pitcher, you got a pretty good shot to get first place.
Coach Bakich got his 300th win today with Michigan. You're playing him and Schnabel tomorrow, 2 of your best friends. Your thoughts on that?
I get chills when I talk about those guys because they are my best friends. But happy for Eric to get his 300th here at Big Clark LeClaire. That's special. It'll be a good time tomorrow.
I think it's the 3rd year putting on the 23 and in that fashion for the whole team. Just when you wear those jerseys, what does it mean to you?
It's just awesome that every member of our program, players, coaches, everybody gets a chance to wear the number 23. I think it's an unbelievable honor for Coach LeClaire, which is well deserved. I mean, all this nice stuff we have here, the Clark LeClaire Stadium, and what he did for East Carolina baseball, what he did for me individually, and every player that played for him. There's not enough time for us to sit here and talk about it.
Clearly, you're going to appreciate that legacy because you were very close with him, but to also see the players who, are 18, 19 years old carry on their tradition that LeClaire built. How important is that for you as a coach to see the players take such importance to it?
Well, some of it's forced on them, to be quite honest with you. And the reason I say that is because I want them to understand the history of our program. So when they come in for summer school, whether they're a junior college player or freshman, every single player, their homework assignment is to read Coaching Third. And then they have to get up and talk about what they got out of the book. Not they don't recite the book, because I tell them, it's like, look, I've read the book plenty, so I don't need to, hear a summary of it. I want to hear what you got out of it personally, and they get up in front of their teammates. So that's one of the first things we do, because I want them to understand how important Coach LeClaire and what he has meant to not just ECU baseball, but East Carolina University.
Coach, who's starting tomorrow?
Groves will get the ball tomorrow, but he will be on a pitch count, Malcolm, just because of his workload. That we want to get him in that spot, but he will not go 7 or 8 innings, so you guys don't have to worry about that.
Coach, can you touch on just the mustache march and
Yeah, I wouldn't look this ugly if it wasn't for a great cause, and I always give Charlie Jorgen all the credit. I forget what year it was, but he came to my office and said, "Hey, Coach, can we do mustache march?" And I was like, absolutely not, unless it's for a great cause. And so Charlie, one of the brightest, savviest players that we've ever had here, walked back in my office the next day and he said, "Hey, let's raise money for ALS." And I said, "Well, of course you've got me, so I'll wear a mustache for the entire march." But I think it brings great awareness. Michigan's involved. Tommy Eason lost his mother-in-law to ALS a few weeks ago. So Pitt Community College, Memphis, Michigan, and us, we're all doing our best to help fight the cause and strike out ALS.
Zach, this just seemed like ECU baseball kind of getting a few butt hits and quality play all around. Just kind of agree with that.
Yeah, I didn't think we had our best stuff. Cooch was on a short day's rest, obviously, moving up to Friday. He'll say it. Coach Godwin will say it. He didn't have his best stuff, but he just went out there and competed, and that's the culture we got. We're just competitors, grimy, gritty players. I guess just what we preach and showed today because we didn't have our best punch. So
bases loaded, 2 outs. They were playing back, obviously, did that go into the bunt decision?
yeah, it did. Yeah, I knew. I kind of thought about my first pitch, but I was like, let's see what he's going to do. And Coach Godwin gave it to me, and I didn't even hesitate. I was like, yeah, and it's good, Maybe they'll put that on a report for me and put it on a report for Ryder, and maybe we steal us a few hits down the road. So,
how precise are you thinking when that call comes in? Like, you're thinking about like how you got to place it perfectly, or you just want to get it down?
Well, I looked at the third baseman. He's kind of in left field, and we Coach Palumbo has us rep it hundreds of times a week. Like before we go do our hitting stuff, we're bunting, and I just thought get it down on third base side with a little bit of pace. It's gonna be a hit and gonna be an RBI. More importantly, so.
Yeah. You've obviously won 23 jerseys 3 times already, but what does it mean to you playing in that?
It's special. I just got chills actually. You asked me the question just because, Coach Godwin played for Coach LeClaire, and I'm not saying it's exactly like his program was run, but very similar, and it gives me chills because we still talk about it and what he's done in 2001. It's led to a lot of success down the road here, and it's just built a great culture for us.
You're starting to get pretty comfortable over there at second. I saw that play up the middle. It looked pretty good.
Yeah. Like I said, Coach Palumbo gives us quite the reps no matter where we are, infield, bunting, hitting. So I'm getting comfortable. I never really was uncomfortable just because, I've pretty much bounced around all my career here. But, I feel really good over there.
Zach,
Yeah, I was frustrated. I got up, and then Ryder was like, if you had a better arm. Made some jokes, but I was like, whatever. I was like, I wanted to get him out pretty bad because I told Skylar, I was like, hey, I'm right behind you. If it's going to be at you, don't touch it because I'm right behind you. And then that happened, and I was like, gosh. But, no, I mean, I wish I got him out, but, Skylar's got my back. He picked me up for sure. So.
Thoughts on the mustaches?
I don't know how my mom and girlfriend are going to like this one. But, no, they're coming in good. Everybody's we got like a ton of dyes over by the sink. So not everybody can grow some, but, they're good. And it's for a good cause, so it's awesome.
Skylar, a pretty big spot there up in the 8th and 9th. The adrenaline was pumping pretty good. Just walk us through that night.
Oh, yeah. Just glad I got the chance to go out there and help the team. Luckily, my number was called, and I was able to perform tonight. But, thanks to CJ, gave me the ball, and just had his back. We just passed the baton.
You obviously attacked him with fastball. Was it one of those situations you're going to throw your best, see if they can hit it?
Yeah, I mean, just whatever AK feels, and I trust him, he trusts me, so we just go with it.
What's changed for you when you're just focusing on pitching now? How has that kind of helped you out, if it has?
Yeah, I give props to AK. Last year I always talk about, doing both, and then I had an injury, came back, and I've been strictly with AK, and he's made it completely different. Give all the credit to him, really.
Is it more mindset stuff, or is he finding your stuff is playing better?
Just being able to focus on that one thing, not having to worry about hitting or anything else like that. It's paid off. So mindset too. I think of myself as a pretty competitive guy. So just working on my stuff really.
Mm-hmm.
For you dealing with those injuries the last few years, how tough has it been to maybe wipe off that frustration and kind of keep your focus on the task at hand?
Nah, I wouldn't really say frustration. I just want to be out there to help the team. So this year, whatever that may be, if it's just being the cowboy hat in the dugout, then I'll do it. So I'm just glad to be healthy.
What's up with the cowboy hat?
It's actually Zach Agnos, my roommate. So I kind of just took it from him one day and wore it. So it kind of worked.
How are you feeling about how the mustaches are coming in?
I like Zach's. I know he said his girlfriend might not like it, but I think he's my favorite right now. Him or JC. JC's doing the little curl. So.